The following program does not offer personal medical advice. Please consult your doctor before using any treatment or product we cover. Welcome to Go to Health Media with your host, Jonathan Marks. We provide a welcoming environment where experts educate you on important health topics, answer your questions, and provide information from which you can benefit in consultation with your doctor. You can visit and subscribe to the show at gotohealthmedia.com. And now, here is Jonathan Marks. Hey everyone, welcome to Go to Health. This is Jonathan Marks. Hope you're doing well today. We have an interesting and important topic to discuss. Medicare is in big trouble. 68 million Americans are enrolled in Medicare, 90% of whom are over the age of 65. Medicare is a federal health insurance program that helps people pay for hospitalizations, physician services, prescription drugs, home and skilled nursing care, and hospice care. Medicare expenditures are expected to double by 2030 with the aging of the baby boomer population, and the concern is that funding will not cover the rising costs. Medicare is funded primarily by payroll taxes, self-employment taxes, and taxes on Social Security benefits. One of the ways the government has controlled the costs of Medicare is to limit the payments made by Medicare to doctors for the services they provide. Medicare physician payments have been cut by 29% since 2001, and an additional almost 3% cut is scheduled for 2025. According to the American Medical Association, this is leading to reduced access to care for patients, with many physician practices eliminating staff or limiting the number of Medicare patients they see. And this is compounded by physician work shortages, particularly in rural and underserved areas. The AMA is calling on Congress to stop the cuts and provide a payment update aligned with increases in inflation, which would help doctors maintain the fiscal viability of their practices and enable patients to have access to Medicare in the future. Our guest today is Bruce Scott, MD. He is the 179th president of the American Medical Association. He serves as the primary spokesperson for the AMA. Concurrently, he continues in his 10th year as a member of the AMA Board of Trustees. Dr. Scott is passionate about practicing medicine. He's the president of his 6-physician independent private practice group. He is the medical director of a multi-specialty ambulatory surgery center and holds a clinical appointment at the University of Louisville School of Medicine. Dr. Scott is board certified in both otolaryngology and facial plastic surgery. Welcome to the show, Dr. Scott. How are you today?
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you to discuss this important topic.
Good. So you're a physician in practice. What do Medicare cuts mean for you, your practice, and your patients, so we can understand more personally what these mean?
Well, the patients all across America are having increasing difficulty getting an appointment to see their doctor with increasing wait times. And for physician practices like mine, many of us are struggling to survive financially. A big part of that reason is that Medicare payment to physicians has actually gone down 29% since 2001. Can you even imagine doing the same job today and getting paid 30% less than you made for the same services in 2001? At the same time, we all know that everything costs more in the last 2 decades. At the end of the day, it's unsustainable, and it's the patients who suffer.
Thank you for that clarity. Medicare cuts impact seniors because that's the primary population on Medicare. But what other ways are these cuts affecting patients as well?
Well, the impact upon seniors is devastating right now, as many of them are having difficulty getting in to see their doctor, particularly if they're new Medicare patients. But this problem impacts all patients, regardless of whether you're Medicare or not, because you see what's happened is most insurance companies, being well aware of the fact that Medicare payment spirals down every year for the past 20 plus years, have tied their payment contracts to the Medicare rate. So as a result, there's a net impact for all patients in America as physicians struggle to keep their practices open. There are estimates that there will be a shortage of as many as 80,000 physicians in the years ahead. And yet it takes 8 to 10 years to train a new physician. We're hearing from physicians who are saying that one more year of these physician cuts from Medicare are going to be unsustainable and they may need to close their practice. We can't afford to lose even one more doctor.
And this is a particularly difficult problem in rural and underserved areas. Is that true? And why is that true?
Oh, absolutely. The shortages of physicians and the wait times in rural areas are already here. There are about 20,000 shortage of primary care physicians right now in the rural areas, and it's only going to get worse. Particularly primary care physicians are struggling to survive financially. And when a doctor in a rural area closes their office, the next physician may be many, many miles away and likely has backup of many months to see the patients that are already scheduled. So access already suffering in rural areas, but believe me, is coming to the rural and the suburban areas as well.
So tell us about some of the AMA advocacy steps to stop another pay cut in 2025. What's the AMA doing and how can we help?
Well, the AMA is calling upon Congress to solve this payment problem. Congress has the ability to roll back the pending cut for 2025 and to even provide an update that covers at least the cost of providing care. That's the first real important step, and it needs to be done before the end of the year. But then going forward, we need a payment update going forward that will tie to the cost of providing care. This isn't some radical idea. It simply covers the increased inflation that we all experience every year. And we don't want to have to face this same crisis point every single year. We need to fix Medicare and we need to fix it now.
Where can we go to learn more? I know there's a website you've got up, fixmedicarenow.org. What is there when we go there?
So patients are directed to go to fixmedicarenow.org. And if you go to fixmedicarenow.org, you'll find more information about this whole issue. There's opportunities there to share your concerns with your legislators. There's opportunities and resources to directly connect with your member of Congress. And we need them to hear your voice, and we need them to hear it now.
So it's not just a doctor problem. You're really emphasizing it's a patient problem. It's our problem. And there's something that we can do, right?
Absolutely. This all comes back to the care of the patients. The foundation of healthcare is the ability to see your doctor. I appreciate your time and helping us spread the message.
Good. All right. We've been talking with Dr. Bruce Scott, MD. He's the president of the American Medical Association. Thanks so much for being with us today, Dr. Scott. And as we say at the end of every show, remember, go to health. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in this week to Go to Health Media. Be sure to join Jonathan Marks and another health expert next time. You can also catch the program on your favorite podcast platform. Until our next show, be sure to visit us on the web at gotohealthmedia.com and elevate your life.